to quickly introduce myself. My name is Joanna Jimenez. I am the program manager for Take Root Milwaukee, and we are partnering with the Sherman Park Community Association to bring you this wonderful rehab workshop. I ask all the panelists to please mute themselves if you're not speaking. I would like to let you know that I will be recording this webinar and we will be sending that to you. We will share a link as well as this presentation so that you can have all of this information, because we may go through it, very quickly. It's only 45 minutes. So we want to make sure that you have these resources at hand. Okay. So again, welcome, Lamont. Take it away.
All right, welcome everybody. I welcome my panelists for this Sherman Park Community Association Resource Fair. And I definitely welcome the residents who are on the call, especially the ones who are joining us from the buy workshop. And now we're talking about options for you to rehab your home, which is always a hot topic. So next slide, please. So you're going to be treated to a plethora of experts who are going to really help you with any kind of repair issues that you're having. My name is Lamont Davis, and I'm the co-chair of the Take Root Milwaukee Education and Advocacy Work Group. And we work with nonprofits, realtors, bankers, and other community stakeholders to make sure that you're receiving the education on grants and resources that are available to buy a home, but not just buy a home, but fix a home and keep your home. And so our work group is very active in advocating on your behalf and also providing education to our members of Take Root. And first up, we want to allow Sherman Park to welcome you to their resource fair. And Mabel, are you on the call? She'll be joining us. We have Jermaine Alexander, the housing manager from Sherman Park. We also have Ayana Grove from Milwaukee Habitat, who works with their critical repair program. Our partner, Revitalize Milwaukee. We have Debbie here, who's going to give you some great information. And Tracy, who always has some great information with his grants and 2 loan program and other grants that Housing Resources has. And then our City of Milwaukee partner, Benjamin Sanchez, is available as well to talk about the NIDC and the compliance loan program. And after we have a presentation from each one of these partners, we're going to do question and answers. So hopefully if you have some questions, please put them in the chat and we will address those at the end of our presentation. So again, Take Root. What is Take Root? We are a membership consortium of realtors, housing counseling agencies, lenders, neighborhood groups, nonprofit organizations, and the City of Milwaukee working together to help people in the Milwaukee area obtain and maintain home ownership. Take Root Milwaukee can connect you to the people and entities in our network that can help you buy, keep, or fix a home. And if you need help, you can always reach us online at www.takerootmilwaukee.com or give us a call on our hotline at 414-921-4149. So today, because of our current situations, we're doing a virtual housing workshop. And we've joined with Sherman Park for a series of free information about the home ownership experience. And now we're going to hear from Sherman Park. Mabel Lamb, the executive director, is going to tell you a little bit about Sherman Park and what they're trying to accomplish. Mabel, how are you today?
Hi, I am well. Sorry about the earlier technical difficulties. My name is Mabel Lamb. I'm the executive director of the Sherman Park Community Association, and I welcome each and every one of you for joining us today. This event is not just for people who live in or are interested in purchasing homes in Sherman Park, but it's a plethora of information for the entire city. So Sherman Park has been around for the last 50 years. We're celebrating our 50th anniversary. We have different products in Sherman Park, which Lamont and Jermaine will also discuss in how to do home repairs. So again, we thank you for joining us, and I'll turn it back over to Lamont.
Thank you for having us, Mabel. So Sherman Park has a plethora of programs, and Jermaine is going to talk about those programs. So Jermaine, are you ready to tell us what's going on in Sherman Park?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Lamont and Mabel, for those introductions. I will add one additional entry there. We also have C.D. Chesser. She'll be reviewing the Milwaukee Energy Efficiency Program. So it's the ME2 program, and that is a statewide program. They do have special incentives for making energy efficiency retrofits. So this first particular slide here just is a reiteration of who all will be speaking on the various repair programs that many are citywide. Two of the programs are specific mainly to the Sherman Park area, but the NIP project is also citywide as well, but I'll be speaking specifically to the Sherman Park area on those two. Next slide, please. Thank you. So the Neighborhood Improvement Project, which is the shortened version, the acronym is the NIP program, as many people are familiar with. It assists eligible owner occupants. So you have to be a homeowner who have lived in the home for 5 years or longer and will remain for 5 years. All the repairs are based on municipal building code violations, which will also include lead hazard reduction and also health and safety concerns. The NIP program is not a remodeling program, but it is a program that's definitely designed to address code violations and many of your long-time maintenance repairs that have been foregone and need to be rectified. Repairs are authorized by the Department of Neighborhood Services, and the funding source is Community Development Block Grant. Residents who have lived in the home for 5 years or more and plan to live there, this is designed to maintain and promote long-time home ownership. 5 years may not be as long as some of our homeowners that have been around for 20, 30, 40 years, but 5 years will definitely get you a solid seat in the neighborhood. So we welcome those who have been here, and this is a program for those. Next slide, please. The second program I'll be discussing is the Neighborhood Improvement District. That one is short for the NID. So this is the Neighborhood Improvement District number 4 for the City of Milwaukee. This particular program is for residents of Sherman Park that live within the boundaries between Meineke and Burleigh and 32nd to 51st Street. It kind of wraps right around the Metcalf Park, because they're in the southeastern corner of the Sherman Park neighborhood. So that one wraps around there. It's for homeowners who have paid the previous year's property taxes, which this certifies that your assessment that is collected has been paid. So for a single family home, that would be $50 in that home. If it's a duplex, so let's say if it's 1 unit, so most single family homes are going to be just 1 unit, 2 units is for a duplex, and that would be for $100. So that paying the property taxes certifies that you have paid that assessment. And so all of these funds that are extended within the NID program have been collected by this assessment, and it's all the homeowners funding. So it's no other funding source but the collaboration of all the residents funding to extend for repairs. So homeowners have to locate and qualify their own contractor. So we recommend that you get 3 estimates, but the one that you want to go with is the one that is submitted for the program. This gets the homeowner into the repair process by reviewing these repairs extensively with the contractor, making sure that you are well aware of the repairs that are to take place and that you do have some involvement in the repair. Homeowners also have to provide their income verifying documents. This will be the household income for the year. The program is designed on a sliding scale so that the homeowners that have lower income within the neighborhood will receive a full grant. Homeowners who we consider kind of the middle range income, and that would be above $24,650 up to about $60,000. There'll be a 25 contribution to the repair. And then those that are over $59,049 would have a 50% match. So that means that everyone that pays into the program qualifies and they can use it. So there's no one excluded that live within the NID boundaries. Maximum amount that could be extended is $5,000, and that's within any 5-year period. So depending on, now this program is, this is the 7th year that it's been running. So any 5-year window, you may have used just $1,500, you may have used $2,500, but we look at a 5-year window to see what remaining funds you have up to that $5,000. So if you use $5,000 in 1 year, then you wait 5 years, you could use $5,000 again. It's a great program. So again, it's been running for 7 years, and a lot of repairs have been made throughout this program. So that is it for the 2 specific Sherman Park program repair programs, and we can advance to the next program. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jermaine. I imagine that the NID is a very popular program, and I encourage you to put questions in the chat for Jermaine later on if you have some questions about the NID. But as he said, everyone can use it. So this is the program for anybody who owns and lives up inside of a property in Sherman Park.
And just want to add too as well, Lamont, it's as long as you're within those particular boundaries, because those are the only residents that are assessed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jermaine. One of my favorite partners has always been Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They've been able to do a lot of different programming throughout the city of Milwaukee, and they are probably one of the only nonprofit who focus on building single-family affordable homes. And so we have Ayanna here to tell us a little bit about her critical home repair program and what's going on with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. Welcome.
Thank you for the welcome, and thank you for the invitation to present at this webinar this morning. My name is Ayanna Groh. I'm the Homeowner Support Coordinator at Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. I work with our critical home repair program. Next slide, please. So some information about our critical home repair program. It's a maximum of $15,000. It's a 0% interest loan. There are different repayment options depending on an applicant's income, an applicant's household income as well. And then the loan it can be for up to 5 years. So 60 monthly payments with initially a 5% down payment, and then 60 monthly payments and no penalty as well for paying ahead if you'd like to have the loan be closed sooner. We also have a special veterans program. So for homeowners who are veterans, there's immediately a 50% discount on the project, and then it runs through the repayment option for income. Next slide, please. So as I mentioned, the different repayment options, this is the chart that we go by at this time. And then, so our maximum is 80% of Milwaukee County area median income. And then, so options of 20, 40, 50, 75, and then 100% repayment of total project costs. And we, initially, I'm not able to give a proposal or an estimate of how much a repair would cost, but as we seek proposals from contractors, then we can start talking more about the price of repairs and what the loan would look like. Next slide, please. So here's a slide that includes basic program requirements. So the property must be owner occupied, and then also within the critical home repair area, which the map will be included in the next slide. Another requirement is that the mortgage, property taxes, and water bill are current for the home. And then again, the income limit. Homeowners insurance is required, but we do understand that sometimes people are dropped from their homeowners insurance because of a repair needed. So if a homeowner has a recent denial letter or orders from homeowners insurance as well in order to maintain the homeowners insurance. A few credit qualifications. We're not looking for a specific score, but we have a debt to income ratio limit to verify that the loan payment would be affordable on a monthly basis. No non-medical collections over 1,000. We don't look at medical collections. no open judgments or active bankruptcies, and then a willingness to partner with Milwaukee Habitat. Next slide, please. So this is a map of our current critical home repair area. It's a little bit hard to see, but on the western boundary, it's North 60th and goes down Appleton near Washington Park. Southern boundary is Highland. Eastern boundary is about Holton Street, and then northern boundary is Capitol. So Sherman Park area and then surrounding areas as well. This slide includes a list of repairs that we're able to do. Most commonly, we do roof repairs and many exterior repairs like windows or porch repair, code violations and tree hazards. Some foundation repairs we are able to do, but it definitely depends on the scope, as sometimes, well, there's a wide range for foundation repair costs. So would it need to be within that $15,000 limit? Next slide, please. So just included a few pictures of repairs we've done. This is an example of a roof repair. Next slide, please. So some stairs outside. Installing a railing. And next slide, please. And then finally, this is my contact information. For applications, our application's available online, or I can mail a copy if anyone is interested. I included my direct phone number and my email address, and then our general website, and then the exact link to get to the critical home repair page on our website.
I could just interject here for 1 second. Thank you so much for that presentation and for those resources. I just want to plug the Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity restores. As a homeowner, I frequent those stores. You can get affordable, materials for home repairs that you're comfortable, doing, or that you may need for a project. So anything that you can think of, the restore can be a very good resource for you to handle repairs or even rehab projects. So back to you, Lamont.
Yeah, thank you. So we're going to move on to our next slide and our next presenter. And thank you, Ayanna, for that information. Habitat has been a great partner in many, many neighborhoods, not just with home ownership, but also with these grants. They've been able to help with property tax relief in the past. They're not doing that currently, but it's just a shout out to our friends at Habitat for Humanity. And another friend that we're going to talk about is our Revitalize Milwaukee. Revitalize Milwaukee, I'll let them tell you about them, but they go all over the county and they do some great things to help people age in place and stay in their homes. So we have Debbie, who's going to tell us about Revitalize Milwaukee. What do you got free for us today, Debbie?
Well, thank you, Lamont. I appreciate that kind introduction. Welcome, Sherman Park residents. Again, my name is Debbie. I'm with Revitalize Milwaukee. We have been around this is our 21st year. So for the past 20 years, we've been around making sure that people have access to repairs on their homes. And next slide, please. Our mission is to transform communities by providing these repairs, and we target 3 specific audiences. We work with low-income veterans, seniors, which we define as 60 or older, and individuals living with disabilities. And what makes us unique is that we are not a loan program. We do all of the work for free for those who are eligible. And the repairs are primarily critical repairs, which I will talk about in a minute. But I just want to emphasize that we are privately funded. 99% of the money that we receive comes from community foundations, corporations, and individual donations. And we are able to touch about 400 families each year. Next slide. You'll see on our map that we cover all of Milwaukee County, so that includes all of Sherman Park. There isn't any part of your neighborhood that cannot benefit from our services. We have a critical repair program. We do emergency repairs, accessibility modifications. People have talked about how important it is to keep everyone safe in their homes. We make sure that everything from grab bars to fixing railings, fixing stairs, making sure that people are able to get around their house safely. I don't know if everybody knows, but a statistic in Wisconsin is that more people die from falling down in their own homes than they do from auto accidents in the entire state. So definitely we can do something about that by making homes safer. No one should ever be in a situation where they're living in an unsafe environment. We also have our annual block build. This year it's August 13th and 14th in Lincoln Village, if anyone's looking to volunteer in that area. And then we have chore services program, which offers a limited amount of grass cutting and snow removal, primarily for people who are being ticketed for not being in a situation where they can do their own walkways. Next slide, please. We also require that you own your own home and that you've lived there for at least 5 years. And we ask that you be current on your property taxes, or at least current on a structured payment plan. We also require that you are not in the middle of a bankruptcy claim or foreclosure claim. And then our household income requirements are on the next slide. So next slide, please. Oh, you know what? It's after this slide. My bad. So first of all, let me just talk about some of the repairs that we do. I'll just give you a few examples when we think about critical and emergency situations. When you have carpentry needs, it could be broken stairs, it could be entire porch replacements, it could be security doors. Nobody wants to have a broken front door or screen door, especially if you're in a situation where you're just wanting to be able to, frankly, sleep soundly at night, knowing that you are locked into your home and nobody's going to get in or out. Oftentimes, again, it's something as simple as grab bars or handrails that can make a huge difference. Electrical repairs, we see a lot of old fuse boxes. The housing stock in our neighborhoods is, you know, I'll just give you an example. I'm in the Washington Park neighborhood, which borders Sherman Park. My house next year will be 100 years old. You know, it's just time in our older houses to make sure that we're paying attention to fuse boxes, lighting issues, replacing water heaters. We have a lot of plumbing phone calls that come in and say, my toilet's been leaking for 2 years and my subfloor is rotted out and I'm afraid I'm going to fall through. We can send a contractor over if eligible and replace your floor, your toilet, your sink, whatever. Make sure that your bathroom is a safe and a functional place to use. We do work with code, people who have code violations, and then some of the smaller work, again, you know, if we fix your stairs or put a new porch on, we will also make sure that we get a group of volunteers to come over and paint. In fact, today is Marquette University's Hunger Cleanup Day, and we have Marquette students at houses over in the Clark Square neighborhood painting porches this morning. I just left that before I came here. A bunch of students making a huge difference. It was absolutely wonderful. We do not work on roofs, windows, or foundations. Next slide, please. Okay, so I don't think the income limit slide is in here. So if anybody has questions about that, feel free to contact us and I'll make sure you get that information. So again, we do a lot of work with plumbings and bathrooms, make sure people can get in and out of their tubs easily, make sure that the toilets are working, and make sure that you're able to use your shower head. Next slide, please. She was so happy She was just so happy. You could see the difference before and after. She had lived for years like that. We were able to go in, and within 48 hours, that contractor had transformed that bathroom. It's a great story. Next, please. Oh, and Vernita was just this past summer. She was super happy to have her plumbing done, but she also got some porch work. And as you can see, she has a walker. The last thing she needs is to have to worry about how to get in and out of her house because she's got missing planks. We were able to do that quite easily, and it did not cost her a dime. Next slide, please. Oh, next slide. Okay, great. So Amy is our program manager. So you can contact her at our office number 312-7531, or you can go on our site freehomerepairs.org. You can see the income limits for our free program, and you can download an application. It's really quite simple. You turn the application in. We let you know if you're eligible. We assign a contractor, or we do a home visit, and then we assign a contractor, and then the work gets done and we do a survey to make sure you're satisfied. I think that's about it. Thank you, Lamont.
Well, Debbie, thank you for the work that Revitalize Milwaukee is doing. And you had a great presentation. Ms. Tatiana Evans, we will, again, I think if you access their website, you'll be able to get that income details and answer your question that you have. And Debbie, if you get a chance, if maybe you can just paste the website in the chat, and then Ms. Evans can navigate to the website and see a little more information. All right, so next up, we have our partners, Housing Resource Incorporated. And Housing Resources has been a tremendous partner in providing home buyer education. But they understand that home buying and owning a home, it doesn't stop there. And so they have some rehab programs that can help people after you buy the home. And we have Tracy Polk, who's going to talk about what Housing Resource Incorporated is up to. So Tracy, take it away.
Thanks, Lamont. Yeah, I am with Housing Resources. I'm with the Tool Loan Center. I've been here at the Tool Loan Center for about 17 years at the same location. I'm on the corner of 25th and Capitol. 2500 is the address. And I assist the homeowners. You know, Housing Resources does do home buyer education, as Lamont stated. But I deal with more homeowners than anything. We do the tool loan for your do-it-yourselfers. I still loan out the tools on a membership basis, $25 for the year. Once you're a member, most of the tools rent for free. For seniors, it's $20 for the year. Same deal. Once they're members, it rents for free. I also help the block clubs, the block groups, and the nonprofit organizations as well. I think their membership fee is $40 per year. And they just basically get to loan out more tools under their membership. And like I say, we also have for repairs, we are doing minor home repair. We did suspend it last year because of COVID and because of funding. We were barely in the office, but we have started it. I am taking applications. However, you have to get put on the waiting list. And also there is a workshop requirement for our program. The thing we like to stress first is the workshop, because you might not need a program after you finish the workshop. So we send folks to the workshop first. And this is for homeowners only. It's not the home buyers. You have to say you're a homeowner and sign up for the homeowners workshop. So that is a requirement. There is a screening for the program. I think we do 80% CMI. As far as income is concerned, we don't have any area guidelines for our program. Tool loan as well. There are no area guidelines for tool loan as well. So basically, we pretty much help who needs to be helped. Now, it is critical repair. It is minor home repair, but it's not emergency repair. And that's why I tell folks, you do, like I say, we do send you to the workshop, and we're only doing the workshop like 4 times this year. I think every 3 months. So like I say, that is a requirement. You do have to get put on the waiting list. And we are currently taking applications, just so you know. Now, what the minor home repair program is, it's a rebate. It's set up as a rebate. And you know how rebates work. Basically, we help you with half your money back up to $3,000. So you have to spend $6,000 to get the full $3,000. Anything under that, it's a match. It's a 50% match. So if your project only costs $5,000, we'd help you with $2,500. So keep that in mind. It is designed as a rebate. So the homeowner normally would pay for the project, and then we reimburse the homeowner a check. It is basically a grant. It is not a loan. However, we have worked it out in the past to where if the homeowner can't do the last portion, we'll make the last portion to the contractor. However, they have to agree to it, and they have to be complete with the work, or at least 95% complete with the work. So the majority of the work has to be complete, but we can make the check out to the contractor. The homeowner has to sign off on that, though, just so you know. We have actually teamed up with NIP in the past. So if they have something over and beyond what NIP can afford, we try to actually work with them so they can get that affordability and get the work done as well. But like I say, there's a waiting list. We still are looking for more funding. But the program is ongoing. And if you have any questions, you can give me a call as well. And I think that's the gist of it.
Well, Tracy, thank you.
Okay.
I know those tools, they can get very expensive if you're renting those from places
Right.
like Home Depot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's an important asset and a resource for the community. So think about it, especially when you're looking to buy a tool. There might be an option just to rent a tool through Housing Resources Tool Loan Center. And we also have those great minor home repair programs. So thank you again,
Okay,
Tracy.
no problem. Thank you, Lamont.
So this is part of our program where seems to take a little more time to get through because it's our partner at the City of Milwaukee, and they have such great programs, and their programs run from January to December. So sometimes there's no emergency response technically, but I found that the City of Milwaukee almost can act in an emergency if you have some issues. And Ben is going to tell you probably about that, but he's definitely going to tell you about the great programs that you see in front of you. So Benjamin, take it away.
Thank you, Lamont. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for taking time to speak with us today. The one thing that I would like to explain is we work at the full city level. So I know that we've been talking a little bit about Sherman Park Community Association today, but we work at a city level where basically we can help with anyone that lives within the City of Milwaukee. My name again is Benjamin Sanchez. I'm a housing program specialist with the City of Milwaukee Department of City Development. Our main website, you'll find that on the first link, which is a Neighborhood Improvement Development Corporation. These links that you're going to see on this presentation are live. So if you do need to visit the websites, you can definitely click on these links. This presentation is going to be available to you after. And in addition, it will be available on Take Root Milwaukee's YouTube webpage. So if you do want to share this link to other individuals that are looking for resources, this is a great opportunity to learn more about what exists out there. There was a question in the QA section that I saw that talked about, hey, how do I know what program works for me? I can tell you that from most perspectives, when I work as a loan officer reviewing an application, if I see that you qualify for a different program that may offer free money, I'm going to tell you, you may want to check this program out because of the fact that you may be able to get these repairs for free. In addition to that, though, if you do not have access to free repairs and you do need to take out a loan, we do have a program called the Strong Homes Loan Program. This is our most popular program. If we can move on to the next slide, it talks a little bit more about our websites. So this is our main webpage, which is Neighborhood Improvement Development Corporation. When you land on this page, you'll find our phone number, which is 414-286-5610. That again is 414-286-5610. Our main email address is listed right below that phone number. If we can move on to the next page, please. This is the website for the Strong Homes Loan Program. So as we talk today, I'm not going to really focus on the program itself in detail, talking about all the requirements, but I can tell you that we do pull a credit report. We do look at income. We do look at your ability to pay a loan. If you're elderly, over the age of 62 or disabled, and you are below what we call the 50% area median income, we do offer options for a loan that's called a deferred payment loan, where you don't have a monthly payment. What I can tell you also regarding the Strong Homes Loan Program is that this is really, really for critical emergency repairs. So as Lamont was talking earlier, as Jermaine was talking earlier, as Debbie and Tracy were talking earlier, they talked about programs that are available possibly at a little bit smaller scale, where you may need some money to help fix this problem, but it's not that large. The Strong Homes Loan Program, when we receive applications, the majority of the applications that we see are related to leaking roofs. I have a hole in my roof, there's water coming through. My sewer lateral collapsed. I have water backing up in my basement. I have issues with my electrical. It's shutting down because it's not really working. Each time I turn on the microwave, my whole power in the whole house goes out. I just got written up with the code compliance orders against my property because there's some major disrepair outside of my home. This program can help address those emergencies as well. If we can move on to the next slide, please. We also have programs that are designed for specific neighborhoods. As Jermaine was talking about earlier in this presentation, he did talk about the NIP program and the NID program. Those programs, and specifically the NIP program, is designed for anyone that is below the 60% area median income and also has had ownership of a home for 5 years plus. This program has higher income levels, but it operates very similarly to the NIP program in the sense that we do have specific targeted neighborhoods that we work with. Those neighborhoods are within they remain within a 3-year period, and they are about 6 to 12 blocks, depending on the size of the neighborhood. We look at, currently for 2021, we have about 8 to 9 different neighborhoods. Those focus on Brody, Century City, Clark Square, Harambe North, Roosevelt Grove, Tri-Block, Walker's Square, Washington Park, West Burnham, Silver City. Those are the neighborhoods that are currently available for this year. This program provides a match dollar for dollar program. So that means that if we are helping you with this program, we can help with up to 50% of repairs, up to a maximum of $30,000. And that money would be fully forgivable as long as you own and live in the property for a period of 5 years. The difference between this program and the NIP program requires that you live in the property for 5 years. This one, if you bought the house and the property's in a targeted investment neighborhood and you live in the home and you income qualify for the program, you can apply immediately after you own that home. So there aren't requirements in terms of waiting that 5-year period of time. In addition to this program, we do also offer resources for responsible investors within the same neighborhoods that I talked about earlier. And those programs available for investors are on a match dollar for dollar program as well. And we can help with up to $14,999 in forgivable assistance, as long as you're providing housing to individuals and families of low income and provide rents that are affordable. So there are programs available within these neighborhoods. There are many programs that we administer throughout the city of Milwaukee. I can tell you within my department alone, I work with about 15 different programs. So if you really don't know what program do I apply for, just give us a call. We'll kind of look and see what programs may be available to you. If we can move on to the next slide, please. So this is a little bit more information. This is what the rental rehabilitation website looks like. Next slide, please. And that's pretty much it for the presentation. What I can tell you, though, is that with our Strong Homes Loan Program, in addition to the Strong Homes Loan Program and the rental rehab, we do offer community improvement project grants. And as long as you're working with a partner agency, there are funds available to help you beautify your neighborhood. And recently we launched the Healing Spaces program, which is within a a specific targeted neighborhood this particular year, and that's a grant program as well. So we do offer many resources available. You don't know really what to do in terms of who to contact, call us, please. That's the number again for the City of Milwaukee within the Neighborhood Improvement Development Corporation is 414-286-5610. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, Ben. Very good information. So moving into our next phase, do we have another presentation, I think, for ME2, Joanna?
Yes, we do. I need you to give me back the host. You should be able to click on my name on the dots because I need to reset the presentation so we can hear the video.
Okay, you're all set.
Okay.
I know we had a question in the chat. Ms. Shanita Ray has been in Sherman Park for over 15 years. And one of her issues is that she's always a little bit above the income requirements and ceilings. I know, Ben, you may have some insights about programs at the City of Milwaukee that may be able to help a investor owner who owns a duplex.
Yes, we do have programs available for individuals that own a duplex within the City of Milwaukee. If you already own the property does need to be within one of those designated neighborhoods that I indicated. And if you own multiple properties, you do have to have those properties paid in terms of property taxes. And in addition, we need to make sure that there are no open code compliance orders against the other properties that you may own. But definitely, if you own a property, you're an investor, and you need resources, give us a call at the number I provided, or again, on the website presentation. All of the links for our programs are live, so you can always click on those website links and visit our website for further information in case you want to look at the programs before we talk.
Okay. So we're getting to the end of the program, and we have a video, a program overview from ME2, which focuses on energy efficiency in the City of Milwaukee. So Joanna, let's see what they got.
Let me know. Can you hear?
Hello, my name is C.D. Chesser, Field Outreach Representative for the City of Milwaukee's ME2 program. Today, I'm excited to walk you through the details of the ME2 program and to explain how to enroll in the program to receive money back for upgrading to a more energy efficient home. Our program assists homeowners with affording energy saving improvements which will increase the comfort of your home and reduce energy loss, resulting in a more energy efficient home. Today, I'll explain how you are able to partner our incentives up to $1,000 per household with Tier 2 focus on energy incentives, and if needed, apply for an unsecured low-interest loan through Summit Credit Union to complete your energy efficiency projects. Put together, these pieces make the ME2 program a key approach toward energy efficiency for you and your home. The ME2 program follows guidelines as set by Focus on Energy to determine eligibility. Tier 2 customers must meet annual income upper limits to be eligible based on household size. For example, as you can see, a two-person household limit is $52,101. A four-person household limit is $76,619. Documentation is required for all members within the household. If qualified based on your household's income, your first step is to submit an income verification form to Focus on Energy. You can find a copy of the income form on our website, milwaukee.gov/ME2, in the section labeled Forms. It is available via a link within the project detail form. Some acceptable forms of documentation are a copy of your 2021 taxes, energy assistance eligibility documentation, or the most recent 30 days income for all members within the household. We have multiple incentives to help with making your home more energy efficient and more comfortable. Some examples of the incentives available are attic insulation will receive $500 from Focus on Energy with an additional $200 from the ME2 program. An indirect water heater with boiler will receive $150 from Focus on Energy with an additional $200 from the ME2 program. Also, a 96% efficient natural gas furnace will receive $450 from Focus on Energy with an additional $400 from the ME2 program. An additional incentive available of $100 per window, up to 4 windows from the ME2 program, is available with either attic insulation or air sealing of the home. The ME2 bonus incentive of up to $1,000 is available as long as it does not exceed the cost of the project. For example, a project which costs $1,000, after receiving $800 in incentives from Focus on Energy, the ME2 program will pay a remaining $200 in incentives, even if eligible for additional incentives. In addition to the incentives available from Focus on Energy and the ME2 program, we have partnered with Summit Credit Union to provide homeowners with a low-interest, unsecured loan to assist with making your project more affordable and hopefully reducing the financial burden of the project. You can find a link to Summit Credit Union's website on the project detail form, and we do recommend visiting their website for updated interest rates and loan information. A few key points on the loan I would like to bring to your attention are: the loan requires no home equity, no minimum credit score, a debt-to-income ratio of less than 40%, and that the home be owned by an individual or living trust, not an LLC or business, and that the home be located within the City of Milwaukee. After determining what energy efficiency measures you need for your home, you may contact one of our participating contractors listed on our website. You will want to ensure you mention your Tier 2 eligibility when contacting them. We have many full-service and heating and cooling contractors for you to choose from. Together, you and the contractor chosen to complete your efficiency project will complete both the project detail form and, once the project is done, the completion certificate. Congratulations, your project is complete. Now what? Once all the paperwork has been completed by you and the contractor, the forms must be submitted to the ME2 offices. The forms we require are the approval letter from Focus on Energy, the completed project detail form, and the completion certificate. Our email and direct mailing address for submitting the forms are provided on the forms themselves or are located on our website, milwaukee.gov/ME2. Once received, the forms will be reviewed to confirm the terms and requirements have been met, and the incentive will be paid to either the contractor or owner once the process has been completed. The City of Milwaukee is pleased to offer these incentives for Milwaukee residents to improve the energy efficiency of households that may otherwise not be able to afford improvements. The purpose of the ME2 program is to improve the comfort of Milwaukee residents and potentially create lower energy bills. Once again, the ME2 program is a great resource for efficiency projects you may be considering. Please feel free to contact me via email or phone with any questions you may have. My contact information is shown below. I'm here to assist and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Ms. Chesser, for this presentation. Did you want to add anything to the presentation?
Yes, thank you for having me. A couple things I wanted to mention is that the amount for the incentive for attic and air sealing of the home has gone down by $50. So that's want to visit our website for the updated amount for that incentive. And also just a couple things that I wanted to point out as far as the home. Again, it's many customers have duplexes or whatnot, and so the incentive is just a one-time incentive. So if the attic is sealed, or you need 2 furnaces, for example, for both units, you would only receive the $400 incentive for one of the furnaces. So it is per household. Also, I do want to mention that the loan is optional. A lot of people kind of get a little confused as to the loan as somehow a requirement for the incentive. So that is not the case. It's an option. Again, it's just meant to kind of offset the cost of the project. should the incentive amount, not be sufficient. But again, the program is really designed to help lower, upfront costs. And so again, there are tier 2 qualifications for focus on energy that we follow. So all that information is on our website. And I also want to mention that it is required that the use of one of our participating contractors, as you saw on one of the slides, because they are familiar with the program. But I did want to point out a couple things. We get asked a lot about windows and water heaters. And there's 2 specific caveats to those. The water heater is a specific type that's offered the incentive, which is a indirect water heater with boiler. So that's the only type of water heater that is eligible for an incentive. And then also to the windows. As I mentioned in the slide, the windows are contingent upon either the attic being insulated or the air sealing of the home being done at the same time as the windows are installed. So a lot of people may have had that done already. I've run into a couple of people who've mentioned that, weatherization or what have you through SDC has already insulated the home, but we do normally require that it's done at the same time as the windows.
Well, we appreciate all the information, Ms. Chesser, and this is some good information, and hopefully people will get in touch with you and then look at those alternatives for energy efficiency that you presented. So thank you for your time.
Absolutely. And again, my contact information is on the slide, and I don't know if I can also put it in or if someone could put it in the chat, just in case people have questions. They can certainly feel free to call or email me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So we have just a few questions and we're running really short on time. Miss Sandra had a question and she wanted to know what housing program is best for an individual. And I know, Ben, you offered to answer that question. So Ben, can you answer that for Miss Sandra?
Sandra, what I would state is call us because we are very short on time. Give us a call at Neighborhood Improvement Development Corporation. We'll look at your specific property and we'll provide you guidance in terms of who you should be contacting. It may be our department though. Number here is 414-286-5610. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you, Ben. And I think Miss Pamela Johnson, you had a similar question. You wanted to know about roof repairs and what resources that are available. Again, please, you could call Ben, but you also can contact Jermaine at Sherman Park, who may have some familiarity with programs unique to Sherman Park. So Jermaine, what's your phone number there at Sherman Park?
Sure, I'll give it to you now, but I also put it in the chat. It is 414, the office number first, 414-444-9803. That's at extension 100. And then there is a cell phone number, is 414-514-6441.
You know, sometimes what happens is we don't always have the answer, but if you give us a call, we'll try to find that answer for you. And I believe there was a couple other people, Mr. Kevin Ingram, who's looking for a contractor referral. It all depends on your job, how big that is. I did give you my number to give me a call, but again, Jermaine and Ben may be able to help you with a program and stop you from spending money out of pocket. So always call your neighborhood organization first, and then we can help you try to figure out if you need a contractor referral. So I think we got to the end. Thank you all for your comments in the chat session, people who left questions and people who had other information. Ms. Mia Golden, again, please call Jermaine or call the City of Milwaukee and let's just talk about it. Maybe we can find you a program. It was fun. The hour went really quick, and now I turn it back over to Joanna, and she's gonna give you a little last minute goodbye. And thank you, Joanna, for having me as the host here today.
Thank you so much for agreeing to host.
My pleasure.
I thank you everyone for joining us. I thank the panelists also for joining us. This has been, a tremendous amount of wealth. that you have shared. But if you need more information, if you do not live within the Sherman Park area and you're looking for resources, please visit our website and click on the Fix tab, and you will find a whole list of other programs available throughout the city. Some that, that may be more beneficial to you and your special needs. So again, thank you to Sherman Park Community Association for putting this together, for partnering us with this, with us. My apologies. You will receive a follow-up email with both the presentation and the link to the YouTube channel where you can view this presentation again. And please feel free to share with neighbors or friends, family that may also need resources. So thank you again. Have a great weekend and please be safe. Bye-bye.